Apple is very close to unveiling not one or two, but 3 new iPhones. We're here in studio to break down the release of the iPhones 8, 8 Plus, and 10. What does Apple have in store this year?
Lexi Kiertzen highlights Lizzie Duren and Katie Hatfield on how they're student dancers at school, in addition to teaching children how to dance in their free time.
And Christina Folsom will be in studio with Assistant Police Chief Gary McHone about his job as a policeman and his experience in the field.
All this and more on Eagle Nation News.
Live from Prosper, Texas, this is Eagle Nation News.
Good afternoon, Prosper High School. Today is Tuesday, September 12th. I'm Sola Cantai.
I'm Nico Ray.
And I'm Casey Boston.
So the NFL kicked off their season all across the U.S., but there was tragedy that struck on Sunday real close to home. Casey?
This past Sunday, 9 people, including the shooter, were killed at a Sunday night football cookout at a house in Plano. The identities of the 9 have not been released yet. The police have stated that this shooting was isolated and that no other suspects will be pursued. No other details have been released.
After a unanimous United Nations vote, North Korean sanctions have been heavily increased. New sanctions include a limit on the importation of crude oil, a ban on visas for North Korean workers, and a ban on all textile exports, disrupting North Korea's $700 million industry.
It is September, and we know that generally means 2 things. It's almost time for the state fair, and the new iPhone is coming out. Typically, we're used to seeing 2 iPhones, a standard and a plus, but in honor of Apple's 10th anniversary, they have released the iPhone 10 also.
The iPhone 10, coming with a $1,000 price tag, has a lot of new features that the 8 and the 8 Plus just won't have. It's no home button. It's completely getting rid of Touch ID with a brand new and very advanced facial recognition software, with an edge-to-edge display and a full glass casing, which supports wireless charging as well as 4K recording.
Well, speaking of 4K, the new Apple TV did just come out, and it supports both 4K and HD.
And on top of that, if you want to buy a movie in 4K or HD, there's no difference in price.
In addition, the Apple Watch Series 3 came out with just a few minor spec upgrades, and as well as that, it coming out with new software upgrades. So.
Absolutely. And for more information on all the Apple products and their details, Apple is hosting their keynote right now on apple.com.
When we come back, Lexi Kiertzen covers Lizzie Duren and Haley Hatfield on how they're giving back to the community using their natural talents.
Technology Student Association is a club which competes at a regional, state, and national level. You will get to work with students with similar interests, meet and work with business and industry leaders, and receive recognition through TSA's Honor Society, scholarships, and achievement programs. This club will help you develop the skills necessary to jumpstart your career. No matter what field you're interested in, TSA has an event for you. If interested, come to Mr. Logan's room, which is room 1151, on Thursday during Eagle Time.
For tomorrow's weather, the temperatures will creep into the 90s with a low of 64. The skies will be partly cloudy. For your fast forecast, I'm Tyler Winden.
Dream Dance Studio offers opportunities for Prosper High School students Katie Hatfield and Lizzie Duren to channel their passions while still giving back to the community. Lexi Kiertzen headed to Dream Dance Studio to learn more about how Katie and Lizzie are able to help little ones take their next step forward.
Dream Dance Center has only been open for 4 weeks, and it's already become a second home to 2 high school students.
With the studio being new, I also wanted a new start. So when I heard that they were taking assistants and they were taking kids like me to help teach, I would love to do it. Give me a bunch of classes, I'll help, I'll do whatever I can. It's just something I like doing.
The little girls are so cute. I love kids, so just seeing them dance and enjoy what they're doing, it's really nice because I was once that little girl. It's so cool to see how they grow and improve in all their dance skills, to be a part of their life and their activities.
While the job can be rewarding, it comes with its own challenges.
Some of the challenges would probably be keeping their attention, because when you put those tap shoes on them, they go in the room, they hear a bunch of noise, and they just start going crazy. You want to teach them, so the hardest part would be like keeping them quiet. I mean, we still want them to have fun, but keeping them focused.
Duran and Hatfield have found a new way to be involved through teaching at the studio.
They start out, they have no idea what they're doing. You could just get to watch them grow, and like throughout the years, you'll be able to watch them grow up to be this like amazing dancer and person.
It keeps me on top of everything, like my schoolwork and everything like that. So it's just really nice to feel like I'm part of the community finally.
For Eagle Nation News, I'm Lexi Cureton.
Thank you, Lexi. For anyone interested in becoming a Dream Dancer, Dream Dance Studio is located in the Shops of Prosper complex next to Kroger.
After the break, Christina Folsom will have Assistant Police Chief Gary McHone in studio to show the life of an officer.
Join HOSA with the classroom code 5TI5TDQ. See Ms. Hornyak or Ms. Megley in rooms 1255 and 1257 for questions. Sign-ups are due by September 21st. College night will be September 18th from 6 to 8 p.m. in the cafeteria and main hallway. September 15th is the last day to purchase a yearbook for $60. After Friday, the prices will raise.
Over the past few days, we have been highlighting some of our first responders, especially here in Prosper. Here in studio with one of Prosper's own first responders, Assistant Police Chief Gary McHone, is Christina Folsom.
Welcome back. I'm Christina Folsom, and today I'm here with Assistant Police Chief McHone. Thank you for coming on the show today. So some people might not know what your role is in the Prosper Police Department, so can you tell me a little bit about that and how long you've been doing it for?
Yes, I'm the Assistant Police Chief. I've served this community for almost 16 years and have been in law enforcement for a little over 25.
All right, so personally I know I can never be a police officer of any sort. It's all way too scary for me. So what's been the biggest motive that's kept you doing what you love?
The biggest motivator each and every day is serving this outstanding community, and I just keep reminding myself each day that we work and serve in a tremendous community, and that's what I look forward to.
All right, so tell us, what's the most rewarding thing that has happened to you throughout your career?
Probably one of the most interesting and rewarding things is when I first started in law enforcement in the United States Air Force was serving in Desert Storm and getting deployed to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
All right, well, thank you so much for coming on the show today, and thank you for keeping our town of Prosper safe.
Thank you.
Sola?
Thank you, Christina. Last week, Christina interviewed debaters Emma Herring and Zane Smith, but today we have the results of debates Grapevine, Princeton, and North Lamar tournament. In studio with your Winners and Champions segment is Casey Boston.
Just last Friday in Grapevine, Alec Antonikakis advanced to the double octo finals in LD debate, which is the top 32 teams. In Princeton and North Lamar, Brian Dearberry received first place in domestic extemporaneous speaking. Ash Burns received fourth place in humorous interpretation and eighth place in prose. And Emma Herring advanced to the semifinals in domestic extemporaneous speaking. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Eagle Nation News and turn on our post notifications for more polls and updates.
Thank you, Casey. I think we often forget that debate is a lot more than just arguing.
Because if it is Sola, you would win every single time.
Casey, you have that sports update?
I do. Prosper Volleyball plays Newman Smith at home tonight at 6:30.
Let's take a look at the meeting schedule for today. UIL spelling meets today during Eagle Time in room 2040. Speech and debate meets today at 4 o'clock in the LGI. And for those of you going on the Washington, D.C. trip, there is a meeting today at 6:30 p.m. in the LGI.
Now take a look at what's going on throughout the week.
Well, that's going to do it for our show today. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Casey Boston.
I'm Nico Ray.
And I'm Sola Cantai. Live long and prosper.